Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Tea with Z. My name is Zamil Solanki, and it's an absolute pleasure to be joining you again on another episode this morning. And if you haven't done so already, go and get your tea, your cuppa, your coffee, whatever it might be. If you're one of my colleagues that just recently asked me what I am drinking this morning, I'm having a nice little herbal. But whatever you might be having, go for it. It could even be cup of juice, bowl of cereal, whatever it might be. Go and grab that now. And like always, give me a like, give me a heart, because energy exchange is what we're all about here. So some likes, some hearts. Let's get that energy pumping, because that is what we are all about today. And if you haven't done so already, in the description box below is a link to our exclusive network and community, the Limitless Network. And it's a group of like-minded people who value health in any way, shape, or form. And feel free to join there as well. So let's jump into today's episode. Well, we're not talking about getting punched in the face today. I think that news cycle has been there, done that, and we'll see what happens as a result of that in the world of Hollywood. But last night I found myself debriefing at 3 a.m. And you might be wondering, oh my God, what are you doing at 3 a.m. and why are you debriefing at that time? Now, we've covered off the debrief process before, and if you haven't seen those videos yet, go and check them out. But the debriefing process essentially allows us to identify an objective. We assess the result, so whether or not we hit that objective or not. We look at the reasons why we got the result we did, and then we look at how we can do things differently to either ensure we hit the objective next time or ensure we continue to hit the objective in the future a lot more efficiently and effectively. Because one thing, there's always a better way. So even when we find that we're hitting our goals, there's always a better way to do something. Now, the reason why I found myself debriefing at 3 a.m. last night is that's because when Syra woke up, and we've been going through this journey of getting her back into a routine and sleeping through the night. And last night she woke up at 3 a.m. and I found myself debriefing why and going, well, the objective was for her to sleep through the night undisturbed and not wake up or not cry out, so that we could have a restful night's sleep as well. So one, did we hit that objective? What was the result? No, we didn't. So what was the reason for that? Well, the reason could be a multiple range of things. Could be a multiple range of things. And one thing that we've established is that she might have needed to go to the bathroom and was feeling a little bit uncomfortable. And we found that out later in the morning as well. But there could be a whole lot of other reasons. So Natasha and I started to break down those reasons. And as a result of that, I started to break down those reasons at 3 a.m. I'm yet to debrief with Tash, but I will be doing that later on today. And I started to identify all of those reasons. But then from those reasons, well, what could we try differently? What could we do differently to help change the outcome tonight? Now, the reason why I bring this up right now is that we often talk about debriefing in the world of our healthpreneurial journey or in our business. But there's literally, you could debrief anything. You could actually debrief anything. And as a result of that, change the outcome or assess the outcome along the way. Another thing, like when I've started cooking, if the food doesn't come out right, well, following that same debrief process will help us understand what went wrong, where it went wrong, and what we need to do next time to help ensure that we create an even tastier meal. Or what went good and why it went good, and what we need to do next time to create an even tastier meal. So it's not just looking at it from the negative sense, but it's really important to use the debrief when things go well as well. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, obviously we've spoken about earlier in the week, is about stepping into the unknown. Stepping into the unknown and going onto a new journey, trying new things. But it's so important that along the journey, as we're trying new things, that we're constantly refining and building upon what we've learned so far, the lessons that we've learned so far, the opportunities that we haven't tapped into yet. And as a result of that, using the debriefing process helps us to really understand that. So every step of the way, we can review, we can refine, and we can do things differently. We can do things better. So as we step into the unknown, even stepping into a punch, like yesterday. Well, what's the debrief for that? And I'll leave you with that. What would that debrief look like? If I was the Oscars organizer, what would that debrief look like? If I was Chris Rock, what would that debrief look like? If I was Will Smith, what would that debrief look like? And so when we look and apply the debrief process, it gives us a really objective view onto what we're trying to achieve and how we can go about achieving it. And by taking that objective view, we step into the power of neutral. We step into the power of neutral and look at it purely objectively. So unemotionally, but objectively, to get the best possible outcome we can get next time. And so upon your journey, or along your journey, I should say, when are you debriefing? Are you even debriefing? Are you finding the moments to even seek feedback? And if not, why? So my challenge and my question for you today is, what's one thing that you could debrief today? What's one thing that you could look at objectively and go, how can we do that better? How can we do that differently? And is it just that you're debriefing by yourself? Or is it that you need to then, of course, you could start the debrief process by yourself, but you need to actually articulate what you're doing, get it out of here and verbalize it or document it so that somebody else can help hold you accountable towards that. So who's going to hold you accountable? And so feel free, drop comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you're debriefing today. Let me know what your food for thought is following this episode. But I just want to touch on that, is that you can literally debrief at any time, like me last night at 3 a.m. So that's it from me today. And like I mentioned at the start, if you haven't joined the Limitless Network, go and join it. Details are in the description box below. But food for thought, like always. And yeah, let's see what your thoughts are about the debrief. So that's it from me. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, stay well, and I look forward to catching up with you on the next episode of Tea with Z. Bye for now.